Riot has completely broken Qiyana with the 2 item changes that came by recently. Not only will I give you the new setup that you have to use on this champion, I will also play a game explaining exactly how to use it. Let's jump right into it. What exactly happened to Cyclosword? They changed the item in a way where you don't get that slow anymore that you got beforehand, where you would like auto-attack someone, get a, I think, 99% slow and that's it. Now you actually get a burst of lethality that lasts for 4 seconds if your attacks are energized, and you also deal a proportion of the max percent health of the enemy champions immediately. So after using an ability or an auto-attack, you deal percent health damage to your opponent. That makes this item completely nuts. I've seen insane things with this already, and I would be really surprised if they don't hotfix this item. Not only has Riot changed the item itself, what they also did is they added new boots to the game, right? So as you guys can see, you have these new boots, Glutinous Greaves. So they give you Omnivamp and movement speed, and you can stack up the Omnivamp based on champion takedown. So whenever you kill someone, what will happen is you get 1% more Omnivamp, and this can stack up to 6 times, which gives you permanent of 10% Omnivamp if you can actually stack it up 6 times. Now, what makes this item OP is not even the base version of it. What makes it OP is the tier 3 version that only mid laners get, which basically means that while you are above 50% health, you gain 5% increased damage, which is insanity for Qiyana because it amplifies all the damage that you deal. It amplifies your runes, your abilities, everything, your auto attacks. You simply deal more damage through the board, right? Like generally speaking. And while below half health, this is less relevant for Qiyana, but it can also come in really handy. You gain 15% increased healing, shielding, and regeneration. The healing is nice because you can actually fight when you are lower health, and that will actually help you to heal up a bit faster with the Omnivamp that you actually have. Now, if we combine these 2 items, what happens is that the moment you finish your Cyclosword and your tier 3 boots, the moment you get your quest, which is also earlier since they changed the mid lane quest in a way where you stack it a bit faster, you get it like 1 to 2 minutes quicker, which is quite nice. You have an insane amount of burst. I have seen things with like EQing someone on a wave and getting them to half health with like 1 Q on Qiyana. It's complete madness. Like, I don't know how this is still in the game and how they haven't hotfixed this. I'm gonna show you later on in the gameplay anyways. And now I want to walk you guys through how you want to itemize with this after you buy these 2 items. So if these items are your core, essentially what you want to do is you want to stack more lethality items, right? So the easiest one to go for, and I think the best one secondary, is having Profane Hydra. Then, you guys know it, what you really need is Grudge as a 3rd item. This is basically the same for every single lethality user. And then as we'll go over the 4th and 5th item options after that. Now, if you need anti-shield, you can go for the same exact build right here, where you can go these boots, and you can also go for the Cyclosword. And then you would build Serpent's Fang, of course, because sometimes you simply need it when they have a lot of shields, right? If I could find the item, okay, there it is. And then you still go for Grudge, and then after that you can build the next items. Now, if you need health, you can have the exact same thing in a way, where you would just go for Cyclosword, then you go for Edge of Night, then you go for, give me a second, Cyrilda's Grudge, right? And this is just one way to itemize on Qiyana. I'm not saying this is like the only thing you should do, but at the moment this is incredibly overpowered. I'm gonna show you in the game, gonna walk you through it, and now let's actually move on to the 4th and 5th item, or to the last 2 items in the slot. So first of all, you have a max haste build. If you don't really need defensive stats, this is something I played around with, and it feels really, really nice. Where you go Spear of Shojin and then Endless Hunger. The amount of haste you have with this is completely like insane. Especially if you combine it with like the items that you already have. It's just a very nice build that you can use if you don't need any situational defensive items, right? Next up, we have if they have a lot of burst, right? So let's actually say they have I don't know, Ranga, and they have, you know, simply champions that like to burst you a lot. I would always itemize into Death Dance and into GA. This is like my default build usually, because like rarely you have a draft where they don't have burst, or you don't need situational like defensive items, right? And then you have the 3rd build into magic damage, which is Morph Memorious into GA. You can also go Morph Memorious into Death Dance, that's also fine. You can do this like specifically if they have like AP burst. That is not damage over time, right? So AP burst, no damage over time. The reason why this is so important is because Death Dance is really, really bad into champions like Karthus, like Brand, like Malzahar, because Death Dance obviously like applies the Deafy thing and the Ignore Pain thing, right? Where you like take the damage in a reduced way over the course of 3 seconds, but if you have damage over time, it reapplies over and over. So that's why it's like not good to go this. if you actually have to verse these damage over time champions. So these are kind of like the item options that you have. Obviously you can also simply go for lethality if you really want to. You could maybe go for Axiomark or something, but this is what I personally recommend. This is what I tested already, and as you guys can see on the screen, I'm currently roughly 350 LP Masters. Grandmaster cutoff is 400 LP. So yeah, I'm not playing the lowest lobbies ever, so yeah, if this works for me, it will work for you as well. Now let's jump right into the game and explain how to apply this. I actually decided to only show you a replay of a VOD and go to that exact point of when I get these two items, because until then nothing really changes. You want to play the lane the same exact way, you want to outtrade them, get a lead, all that beautiful stuff that I always teach. But in this case, the video is essentially about the items, right? So let's jump to the spot of me completing Cyclosword, alright? And the moment I get Cyclosword, I just want to show you how much damage this item deals. Let me quickly skip forward here. So, as you guys can see, I literally just came fresh off base. I just finished my quest, as you can see right here. I finished Cyclosword and those boots. And now, please take a look at the amount of damage that I'm dealing to this Akali. So, Akali is full HP, right? Okay, so I miss a Q here, whatever. Now, take a look at this, please. I grab grass, I E on the minion, and Q her. Guys, no matter which item you have, you never deal this much damage on Qiyana. Never. This is completely disgusting. Because Qiyana is also a champion that, if I grab Ice right now, and I EQWQ Ignite her, she just dies, because she's in kill range now. So this item gets people into kill range immediately. Now let's see, I'm pretty sure I fuck up badly here, okay, so just don't watch this. But I try to EQWQ the Akali here. I miss it, right? I would have killed her there with Ignite. That's also why I stepped up a bit further up, because I wanted to Ignite her, right? But she sees that, okay, I just fucked up, so she ults me. But now again, look at this damage from my ult and Cyclosword. Do you see that? I fuck up, and she still has no chance of ever playing the game, because I deal so much damage. Like, I missed my entire kit, and I still kill her, okay? So now, let's actually skip forward here and take a look at the damage. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is not normal, right? This is completely disgusting. I don't know. Now, let's take a look here. So, Akali is currently, as you guys can see, she is, I think, roughly half HP. Now, she walks up here. Exactly. I Q her. I hit 2 blind Qs. That was actually pretty beautiful. And she's almost dead after 2 Qs, right? It's completely insane. I know that I'm 2 levels up, but yeah, still. I get the kill. I think I fuck up into the Vego. It doesn't really matter. I just want to skip forward to show you, like, the damage of this specific build. Now, this is Malphite. He's building full tank, and I don't even have Umbral, okay? Just take a look at how much damage I deal to this guy, while having only Cyclosword and these boots, okay? So I E onto him, auto Q. And then I W, auto Q again. And he just lost a really big portion of his health while building full tank. Like, normally I wouldn't even tickle him. If I would have Profane here, or like any other lethality item, I wouldn't even tickle him. Okay, so let's keep taking a look. I just want to show you the fights here. So then this fight right here happens, I E ult, I deal a really, really good chunk of damage. Pretty sure we get the kills here, yeah. And now let's move on. So, I'm pretty sure there will be like one more moment here where I can show off the damage. I fuck up this combo, but just take a look at this. That was only my E plus Ignite. The guy was essentially full HP, and only my E plus Ignite got into that health amount. And I didn't even use a Q yet, right? I mean, I missed my Q. But you can see how much damage this is, right? So I don't want to overcomplicate the video, I just want you to test this out. Use the item set that I gave you, like the item combinations that you can use, and just let me know how it goes in the comments. I'm really curious to see how you guys like this, and if this actually works out for you or not. And yeah, if you guys want to join my Discord server, where I answer all your questions, we have a great time, or if you want to check out any of my other links for coaching or other things, just check the links down below, have a watch at that, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, bye bye.